Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be fixing a broken Joy-Con that has had this kind of hinge, rail piece kind of broken out. I'm fixing this for a friend, so I thought I might as well do a video, so let's get right into it. I'm going to try to be as descriptive as possible, because in my other videos you guys say I'm not as descriptive. So I'm definitely going to try and be more descriptive. There may be a lot of things wrong in this controller, but because, yeah, it's a lot of things you can see on the inside. I'll show you guys in a sec. But yeah, basically all you're gonna have to do is just unscrew the 4 tri-ring screws on the back. Joy-Con replacement isn't too difficult as long as you haven't broken any of the ribbon cables. I do see that the lock mechanism, I believe, has been broken off, but that shouldn't be too big an issue, at least to replace. But for now, I'm just going to show you guys how to get it back into the console, because, you know, just for a function in Joy-Con. So once you get all of those out, you can just kind of snap it off. Usually with this on, you can have to do a bit of wiggling, but this video is mostly about getting this back in. So, yeah. So we're gonna take the battery out. I don't know why this looks so different to me. Mostly because probably, you know, the back cover isn't connected in any way. Yeah, so there's the problem right there. Let me see here, because this is going to be difficult to pinpoint, but basically right there, as you can see, this screw is broken out, like the whole screw piece is broken out of the Joy-Con itself. So that's going to be kind of a loose fit, which would suck, but, you know, it's just for the sake of fixing the Joy-Con temporarily, because you most likely are going to have to get it replaced, unless, I mean, I'm not really sure. I do have to test it out, but, you know, I'm not very sure on how this will go. There's a bit of tape under the battery that you're going to have to fiddle with. I'm not sure. I usually don't pull by cables, so I'm not going to do that now. Let's see. So there are 4 screws here to get this battery cover off. You only need to unscrew 2 of the gold-looking ones, for now at least, and that kind of pops this off. Oh, also one down here. Sorry, it's been a while since I've opened a Joy-Con. You know, I usually don't have to as much, but, you know, people need help with these things, so might as well. You know, Joy-Con is one of the more difficult controllers to deal with. So this ribbon cable actually is a loose cable, which means it just comes out. These screws are going to be a bit of an issue, so I'm just going to leave that in there. Okay, so now it's more so about connecting these ribbon cables back to the motherboard, which is kind of the whole reason you want to put this back together. So let's see. The connector points. Man. Oh, okay, so I see them. They're right here and right here. I'll try to show you the screwdriver. This is a connector pit. It might be broken off, but if it's not, this is still very salvageable. It looks to be a bit loose, but it is not broken. So I think this has a chance of just being a plug-in, one-and-done kind of situation. But yeah, it shouldn't be too difficult to pop back in here. I wouldn't use any tweezers. I don't normally use tweezers. I just feel like I don't have as much accuracy, but if you're more comfortable using tweezers to get these back in, that's kind of, just do what you are most comfortable with plugging these in. I would definitely recommend having an adult doing this if you are a kid watching, but either way, let's just crack on with the video. So yeah, it doesn't seem to... Okay, so it went down because of the ribbon cable here. Sorry if the camera isn't getting this. I don't have very good camera angles in general. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep that secured as we put down the flap. Okay, that's gonna pop out. I am not good with ribbon cables as I used to be. Don't know why it's changed as much, because actually it might have gotten better. Don't know. Not very good at kind of small talk in these videos. Okay. Yeah, it actually is broken off. Oh my gosh, this is bad. That is bad. Okay, so that means this quite literally cannot be fixed. That is a huge issue, by the way. This is bad. Really bad. I knew it felt a bit loose when I first grabbed it. But honestly, for the games they play, they don't really need that function to press the buttons as much. It's more so just so it can connect to the consoles, what they're trying to get, until they replace their Joy-Con. So, yeah, I definitely recommend getting a Pro controller, because I've had no issues with Pro controllers. They're kind of my go-to for playing games on the Switch. Oh, they've done some harm on this boy. Okay. Let's see if this pops up still. Okay. So this is gonna be fun, to say the least. Yeah, this is impossible to fix. Ribbon cables are far too dismantled to be locked into place, so I'm just gonna call this a failure of a video, because yeah, there's no way to fix it. Once you've destroyed the connectors to the ribbon cables, there's no way to fix the problem. So yeah, it's kind of, the whole shell is broken, and it's really hard to kind of put something like this back together. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to fix this one, but just as a reminder to anyone who's hoping to do tech repairs, make sure to be as careful as possible with the ribbon cables, because ribbon cables will dismantle your entire console or controller. Depends on what you're really focusing on at the moment. It's bad, I'm telling you guys. I attempted, and it's just not possible. But I am lending them my Joy-Con anyway, because I have a multitude of I had a multitude of Joy-Cons. I no longer have a lot anymore, at least. But yeah, it's impossible to fix anything that once the ribbon cable goes, it's impossible to fix. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna kind of try and screw it all together and keep it for parts, and just give them my extra Joy-Con, because yeah, this is not possible to fix. So about that. Try to pop this back in there. I'm just gonna screw it back together and keep this for parts, because, yeah, so that's kind of a warning to anyone trying to do tank repairs. Be careful with your ribbon cables, and yeah, this is a pretty big fail. Sorry about that, guys.